a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a five-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Sayers. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Vick on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Michael Vick. He's got Smith here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down, Raiders.
Here we go, here we go. Touchdown. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Terry connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. 3rd and long for Vick, escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here goes Vic on fourth down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. 20. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Vic, flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Now, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a third time here on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. On third down, Vic out of the gun. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. Vic, third and goal. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Now Sayers. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Vick, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A nice little juke. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, Vick. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports hat. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Here's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's set. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this one complete to Smith. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Vick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And an alley to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Vick now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So here's Vick following the interception. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A run. This is Sayers. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Vick. Forced out to his left. Caught by his running back, Sayers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Vick readies to throw, escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Vick flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Vick eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Looking to throw. Vick. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gale Sayers, 66 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost
accelerating, and off he goes. Oh, top shelf. 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jim Brown, 89 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gale Sayers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of auto.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vic.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He may try and run for this. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Vic, and he's got his man. That's Landry. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. 52 right here. 52. Better bring it. You better.
Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.